To all the TIs that see this, I hope that y'all are taking care of yourselves when it comes to your own life and just finding a way to keep faith and just persevere through these times. I understand all of our targeting is different. There's different aspects, there's different tactics, although some are very similar. There's different reasons and motivations behind each of our form of organized stalking, proxy stalking, these forms of community harassment. I don't know if y'all can hear that noise campaign right there. There's different motivations behind these things that are done to target individuals, and all these forms of systematic oppression that is used by tyrannical law enforcement, jealous, envious family members who became perpetrators and sold us out. A lot of us are sold out since birth. Community members, scorned ex-partners, and people who have basically collaborated with our families, with people around us, perpetrators and strangers on the street to basically target their own and target us in different ways, utilizing corrupted or tyrannical law enforcement, people who are involved in fraternities and Freemasonic groups and other groups. The list goes on. It's just so many aspects and individuals and perpetrators that are involved in such a form of proxy stalking, whereas it's hard to name it all. Sometimes it could be hard to capture it all with words off the top of your head. And I basically want to say in this video that I wanted to generally speak on how, for the most part, I'm speaking from a personal experience with going through the targeted individual program or the gang stalking program, organized stalking, managed aggression program. I do believe that when it comes to, I'm gonna let this car pass. When it comes to my organized stalking and the people involved in it, I do believe that it's mostly family members who are the ones who initiated me into this since I was a child. I do believe that them, along with people in my life that they've sent to befriend me or become a partner in my younger years, were also what they call, perps themselves, informants, or you could say like a honey trap or a honey pot, basically where they send you fake partners. I do believe that was employed against me. And just seeing how they took me to sign a life insurance policy in my younger years when I was in high school, when I really wasn't aware, you know what I mean? You never really think that your own family or people are going to set you up. And before you wake up to gang stalking or organized stalking, before you realize you're a targeted individual, you never really know to prepare for this or set aside resources or, prepare ahead of time, because you don't realize that people would really go this far to basically target you, surveillance and monitor you, and even set up whole towns and communities against you. You would never believe people would go this far to actually take you out. And I understand that we're protected by the Most High God. I understand that we're protected by forces that go beyond the weapons that man has utilized against some of us in this targeted individual program. And at the same time, I feel like you should also be aware, at least where I'm at. I tend to stay aware and basically keep protection on me at all times, because I know that jealousy and envy and hatred from these perpetrators can also turn into somebody wanting to harm you physically. So I tend to be aware of everybody, even family members, even so-called people who are supposed to be your family members. I don't really have any friends. I don't really associate with much people. I, for the most part, keep to myself, because I understand that it seems like throughout my life, they've set up so much of my life to where everybody who comes into contact with me in my waking physical life and real life seems like they're following a script. Like, it's one big inside joke that they're all in on, and I'm the only one who's not in on it. So I just want to say, when you've been targeted for so many years, you get this intuition where you just know a person is a perp. You don't have to see any evidence, and you don't have to see any concrete evidence that they're a perp. It's sort of like a knowing. And I'm not saying that I'm paranoid. I don't have any fear. I don't claim every single person is a perpetrator or a gang stalker. But after going through this more than 10 years, even since birth, I do believe that you start to develop this sense where you just know, like, I don't know how to put it into words, but it's more of a knowing. And I believe that the Most High God gives us the intuition or the discernment to see through these people and these workers of iniquity. So all I wanted to say in this video is, lately I feel like they've been trying to get a reaction out of me. I feel like every time I speak on this, every time I tend to elaborate on the things that happen within this program, or speak for any targeted individuals, or anytime I'm connecting with anybody who's targeted, it seems like they get a lot, like, in their feelings. They get all, they want to be all butthurt and get all offended. But it's kind of like, these are the type of people that they'll steal your inheritance. They'll steal things that people left you. If you have someone close to you, they'll literally set themselves as beneficiaries on a life insurance policy for you, in hopes that you pass away so they can collect funds off of you. I mean, they'll literally use your name, your information, get doppelgangers to stand as you, basically try to destiny swap and take everything that makes you you. And at the same time, they don't want you to defend yourself and stand up for yourself, though. These are some of the most money-hungry, greedy, narcissistic, opportunistic people. And it never made sense to me how the type of narcissists these people are and how evil they are at their core is like they would rather, take something from you, but at the same time, in a hypocritical manner, these are the same people who have their whole houses rigged up with cameras outside and trying to stay safe, and they don't want nobody taking anything from them, though. You see what I'm saying? And that's why it says that, the riches of the wicked are stored for the righteous. I truly believe that in these times, in these next couple years, we are going to see some changes when it comes to this program. And what I also want to say is that if the world truly knew, because I believe that there's three sides to this. I believe you're either a targeted individual, or you're a part of the occult, and you're involved in those satanic secret societies, or you're a puppet for them. And then you got the people in the middle who don't really know what's going on, who are the sheep. They're just amongst society. You could say NPCs. So at this point, it's either you're on this side or you're on the other side. There's no flip-flopping and jumping between, switching sides. That's not how this works. Either you're with the Most High, or you're with these reprobate, degenerate sellouts who sell out their own family members to be sacrificed, and perp them and help sabotage their own family members' lives just to get ahead in life for some material gain, or for some followers on a social media platform, or just for some money, or to look a certain way, or to steal people's inheritances. The world's so wicked out here. You have literal parents, mothers, fathers, stepfathers, stepmothers, literal parents doing this organized stalking, gang stalking, sacrificial bullshit to their own children. That's how wicked it is out here. And a lot of these narcissists, they love to pose like they're good people in the church. They love to use that to their advantage. But at the end of the day, God knows his people. And I feel like those who try to pose as God's people and use the Most High's name, and you're doing this wicked stuff out here, like perpetrating and perping and gang stalking, and basically trying to slow kill and sabotage somebody's life covertly, you're going to get it the worst. You and your kids and your family and your bloodline are going to get it the worst. And coming up against somebody who's chosen by the Most High, that in itself is foolish. Like, you're trying to really curse your whole bloodline for ages, just coming up against one chosen one. So like I said, man, I just wanted to speak on this generally and just say that a lot of these people try to destiny swap. They try to be you. They try to dress like you, act like you, talk like you, walk like you, but they're not chosen. They don't have the essence of the true Most High in them. That's why they're a perpetrator, they're a gang stalker, they're a sellout, and they're not a TI. If you're a target individual, it's because you're not a fucking sellout. And that's point blank, period. Excuse my language, but that's point blank, period, because I have passion when I speak on this because I truly live it. I'm not on here posing, telling stories just for fun. Like, this is real life. So to all the people out there who are living past the enemy's plots and are still alive and not letting these cowards take you out, because in my opinion, I don't think TIs are weak. I don't think there's nothing weak about targeted individuals. I think when you have to be in a group and you have to go against people in a group covertly and do all this working with feds and working with some pigs just to get over on somebody's life, to me, that's some coward shit, man. And shame on the people who claim to be family with certain people, but then you sacrifice them and you team up with perps against y'all's own family members. Y'all are gonna get it the worst. Y'all are gonna get it the worst. So that's all I want to say, because I know a lot of these perpetrators have subscribed to my channel. I know a lot of these perpetrators watch my videos, and I just wanted to make it clear, like, I'm casting judgment. Not that Freemason preacher in the church. He don't cast judgment. He don't know shit but what a secret society tells him to say to y'all. So I'm not asking for your money. If you want to help, I appreciate you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But at the same time, this isn't church. I'm not here to use the Most High to scam people like those Freemasons do in all these churches in Baytown, Texas, and money launder. So oh yeah, one thing I want to say too before I end this video. A lot of people are being taken out for coming up against God's chosen. I just want to put that out there too. A lot of these perpetrators, they're losing out on a lot of their material items they sold out for. They're losing out on those deals gone wrong. A lot of them are getting sick. A lot of them are passing away. You know why? Because the same dark spirits that y'all worship knows how stupid y'all are, and doesn't keep their side of the bargain with the Most High. When the Most High God makes a promise, the promise is there, it's kept. But y'all over here doing all this lower level black magic and witchcraft and trying to put hexes and curses on people y'all don't even know are protected, that goes beyond all that bullshit y'all are doing, and lighting those candles and doing stuff on certain moon phases, not realizing, like, we come from the source, the true source, the one that y'all are trying to utilize against us. How could you use the dark against somebody who came from the darkest place? Because the Most High said, let there be light. So I don't understand y'all's people's logic. That's how I know y'all don't know who y'all are fucking with. So everybody's going to get what they dish out. Everybody's going to get and reap what they sow. And that's that. So y'all take care. And I just want all the perps to hear that, since y'all always want to spy on my life and come to my channel like y'all are somebody. But everybody's going to be judged.